Morning, y'all. How's everybody doing today on this lovely Thursday morning? Well, I'm out here walking my dogs like usual, kind of how I start some of my videos, or a lot of my videos. Out walking the dogs, getting ready to do something. So I've kind of been off this whole week. I was off last week too. Well, the week before we went up to Georgia. Y'all saw the video. It wasn't that, exciting of a video, but I did shoot a deer and bring some deer meat home, and I'll be posting a little bit of that. We're gonna cook some up here later this week, and I'll put it on my video, show y'all how it goes down, how we cook it. It's really good. I cooked, I should have videoed it, but the day or two after I killed that deer, I came back to work and took the tenderloins out. And man, I cooked them jokers and some garlic butter. Oh God, they came out excellent. That's all I can tell you. So, but more importantly, the reason I'm on this video with y'all right now is after I walk my dogs, I'm gonna head up to Avon Park where my mom lives and go visit my mom for a little bit. Haven't seen her in a little while, so I'm gonna go visit her. Damn it, Sarah! God damn, y'all are stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna go over and visit with my mom, and she lives pretty close to Kissimmee River. I've hunted there my whole life, and I'm gonna go out there and see if I can kill me a deer or a hog. So I'm gonna head up here soon. It's about 9 in the morning. Should I be out of here by 10? That puts me up there about 1. About 3-hour drive from Miami here. So, but looking forward to it. I haven't hunted Kissimmee in a while. Used to hunt up there a lot before my aunt bought her farm in LaBelle. So after my aunt bought that farm in LaBelle, we kind of quit hunting hogs up there because we really didn't need to. There were so many in LaBelle, so we kind of started going there for hog hunting. But I used to hunt Kissimmee a lot for hogs. There's some nice deer up there. The property that I'm actually hunting on the Kissimmee River is actually it borders Okeechobee Outfitters. And years and years ago, I met Danny San Angelo, R.I.P. Great guy. He was the owner, and him and his wife ran that place, and now she runs it. I forgot her name, but she's a great woman too. They're a real good Christian family, and they take care of the troops and all the soldiers that are, coming back home from war and stuff. They take them out for free, and they do a lot of good stuff like that with the community up there. So shout out to them. But the property I hunt borders their property, and years ago, probably about 20 years ago, I was up there with a buddy of mine, and we were hunting that area, and we met Danny San Angelo. He was super cool. He saw us on the other side of the fence line and kind of came up and asked us what we were up to, and we told him we were deer hunting and all that, and he gave us a lot of great advice. But one thing that I do remember the most is he took us into his little cabins where they have where they go in there and they let people sleep and cook breakfast and all that stuff. He was trying to, it was a sales pitch for more than anything, but I got it. We were poor ass white boys. We couldn't afford nothing they were doing over there. But anyway, he showed us this one wall. He had 2 walls in there. It was like an L shape. One side was, whatever, like an L. So one side of the wall had a bunch of bucks on it, and the other side of the wall had a bunch of bucks on it. And they were all, let's just say there was 15 deer on each side, 15 on one wall, 15 on the other. All them deer were monster bucks, 10, 12, 8s, big, just mountable bucks, really nice mount, worthy bucks. And he basically broke down to us and said, you see that wall over there? He said, that wall with all those deer. And again, they were respectively big deer for Florida. He said, those deer came off of my property, the private side. But that other wall over there, all those deer came off of the public side that y'all are hunting on all the years that he's been out there and on that property. So there was some really nice deer on that wall, and I'll never forget it. Let's go. And there was John. I'll never forget that anyway, because I just thought that was really cool. That there is some big deer out there. We've shot a couple decent ones in my lifetime out there. We shot a nice 8-pointer. My dad shot a nice 10 out there one year, going back 15, 20 years ago when we used to hunt a lot. Come on. And it's just like anything, it's tough hunting. It gets pressured. There's a lot of kooks out there that don't know what they're doing, just contaminating the land and walking all over everything, and tennis shoes and whatever else they do. Come on. So, but anyways, looking forward to getting up there. It's been a while. I haven't hunted Kissimmee in a few years. I used to go up there and hunt all the time. Like I said, back when I was younger, and that was the only place I really had to go romp. But I'm sure ain't much changed. There's still a lot of hogs up there, a lot of acorns, a lot of, places to hunt. So hoping this weekday I'll get in there and there won't be anybody in there, and we can make it happen. So I'll get back to y'all when I get a little bit closer to Avon Park. I'm taking my daughter with me. I'm not sure if she's going to hunt with me, but definitely going to take her with me for the ride up to see Grandmama. And that's it. Got a big cheer competition this weekend in Lakeland with my daughter. I'm looking forward to that. And other than that, yeah, that's it. So I'll take y'all with me when I get to the woods. Show y'all what we're doing up in Avon Park. Till then, y'all have a good one. I'll see you here in a bit. Later. This area right here has always been a really cool area. We're about 5 minutes from my mom's. Over here behind these houses, as you can see through there, there's a big old lake over there. And that lake is full of big bass. When we were younger, I had a little boat. Me and my dad used to go back there and fish all the time. There's a boat ramp right here coming up on the left. But there's like so many lakes around here. There's probably about 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 lakes all around here that you can. There's the boat ramp entrance right there. You go down in there. We used to drop the boat. This is like 5 minutes from the house. All these orange groves over here on the right. That family right there that owns that big spread of houses back there, it's called the Ward family. And we bought our house from that family, but they own all of these big houses like you see back there on the lake. They own all these orange groves right here on both sides of the road. And as you can see, there ain't nothing but orange groves up here. When we get to the house, I'll show you. My mom literally lives pretty much in the middle of an orange grove. Right behind her house is nothing but miles and miles and miles, just like you're seeing right now, of orange groves. So the orange grove industry is still alive here. I'm not sure for how much longer, but here in Avon Park, in between Sebring and Avon Park, there's plenty of orange groves still going strong. But it ain't gonna be long. You see them rooftops over there on the top? That's taking over. Stupid ass houses like that. They're buying all this crap up and building houses over orange groves. Man, I tell you, when I used to be a kid, I was like young, driving up here to visit my mom. The smell in the spring of all these orange groves smelled so good, because they have like a little flower called an orange blossom, and you could just roll your windows down. It smelled so good coming up here. But it's changed a little bit. I'm sure it still does smell that way, but we're not here in the spring. We're here in the fall right now, where it's a little bit different. But we'll be pulling up to my mom's house here in a minute. We're almost there. I'll just take y'all with me until we get there. I'll pause it for a minute. Yeah, like I said, all these groves right here, they're the ones that are back up to my mom's property. There's groves on this side of the road. But we're about to pull in here. As you can see, she lives right on the old Avon Park city limit sign. We'll pull up in here and see what's going on. But this is her place. All right, y'all. We made it.
We did.
All right, we'll get y'all and figure out what we're doing. See ya. What's up, y'all? Me and my daughter, Victoria. We're heading out for a little evening deer hunt. Up here in Avon Park. The orange groves. Look how pretty it is out here, y'all. It's too bad the orange grove industry is just dying. Oh, what happened? But still a few left up here. Obviously, people are still trying to keep it alive, but yep, it's slowly fading though, unfortunately, the orange grove business. But we're gonna head out here, see if we can find some deer like hanging in these orange groves. So we're gonna go over here and hunt an orange grove that kind of butts right up to the Kissimmee River. Been hunting this piece of property for a long time, so we'll see if we can make it happen. So we're about 20, maybe 15 minutes away from here, maybe a little less, but we're getting closer. And see if anything feels like moving this evening. Hoping it does. Looks like a perfect day for it. Hopefully the weather will cool off right at dark and it'll have them animals moving. So I got Vic with me, like I said. We're gonna see if we can go out here and see something. So I'll get back to y'all when I get to the woods. All right, see ya later. If you know, you know. Beef, it's what for dinner. Take a picture of this, it's so pretty right here. Alright, looks like we got the place to ourselves, which is what I was hoping. No cars are here, that's a good thing. Alright, I'm gonna pull up, park right over here. Y'all know where we're at by that sign right there? I think y'all do. Peace. Alright, y'all. It's a little hot out here today, but we're gonna go and see if we can get it done. Grab our chairs down here. Me and Vic are going out here to see if we can grab us a deer or a hog this evening. I'm gonna walk down this little path here. See if it opens up a little bit. There's deer trails all through this, and we just sit like right here, a little further up. We'll catch them slipping through here. I feel like. We'll walk a little further in and see what we can find and see if it opens up. We're on a deer trail right now though. You can see this trail right here. See it? It's like a trail. Cuts right into here. I'll sit out here in this little marsh. See if we can catch a swamp buck slipping. That's what we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna do it right now. Spider web. That's a little crab spider. That ain't that bad. I'm not scared of those fuckers. It's those big ones that I'm scared of. Look at where the hogs have been tearing this shit right here. Look at this, Victoria. Look right here. That's all hog rooting right there. See that? All that dirt in front of us. That's where hogs have been tearing it up in here. All this right here. And then tearing it up in here. So we're gonna sit right here. Right on this shit, right on the edge of this right here. And tearing it up in here. Oh, shit. Be our spot. Hopefully we can catch one slipping through here.
see some this evening. I'm hunting a spot that my dad used to hunt when I was a kid. This spot, it ain't much to look at, just like a thick hole. There's a couple oaks over here. There's a big old oak hammock over there in the distance, and then there's just like a bunch of scrub brush in here. That's kind of just off the Kissimmee River. A lot of times all this stuff that we're sitting in will be underwater. It's crazy. And then there's times like where it's really dry, like right now, where it recedes back and the river's real low, which I'm assuming is probably the case right now. The river's pretty low. But there's been times where this is 6 feet of water right here where we're sitting. It's kind of crazy, but there's these little road systems that kind of run through here. Kind of like it would be, I guess, the equivalent to like a logging road back in Georgia or something. It's kind of like these old airboat trails and buggy trails. But they kind of cruise right here through it. We're right where that little thick dead brush is. On the other side of it is the road. It kind of walks down. That road goes from like this way down there, and then there's another intersection right there in front of us that you can't see where the road crosses. But I'm hoping that these deer will come right here, or probably hogs. We saw a lot of hog sign on the way out, so we could see a hog right at dark. I don't think I'm going to shoot a hog, but we're going to go to my mom has some kind of event at her church that we're going to go watch, so we're going to try to boogie out of here a little early. The only thing I'm going to shoot is a big monster buck if it comes out. I'm not going to shoot anything else, but you never know. A big old buck could come out. If he's going to come out, I hope he comes out now. That way I can get it over with. Get him back home and skin him and all that good stuff. And then I can still go to my mom's event. But anyway, we're going to hang out here and see what happens. We're in a pretty thick area right here. Like I said, there's a big old oak hammock right here. A little small oak hammock. And definitely some sign in here. The hogs have been in here tearing things up. So we'll see if we see a deer. I feel like got about 2 hours before it gets dark, and usually that last hour before dark is when everything comes alive, so we'll see how it goes. We out here on the Kissimmee River doing what we do, so we'll get back to y'all when the action picks up. We got Vic over here chilling. Alright, y'all, we'll see y'all in a bit later. Y'all hear that shit? Goddamn airboat. Thought we were gonna get run over out here. Ain't too far away. Man, them jokers are loud. Crazy. Thought he might push a deer up here with all that noise. Damn airboat. What you got on you? A mosquito. Can't tell you how much I love it out here, y'all. This is just pure beauty. Hate to be getting out of the woods right now, but got to do some important things for the family. My mom's got a church thing, so got to do things that she enjoys too. It's not all about what I want. So I'm gonna go and watch her do church stuff. Man, it's pretty out here. Alright, y'all. I'm backing out. Go out here, see if I can find some animals to move. As you can see, it's pretty early. 5:14. Go out here and see if we can find something to move. Alright, y'all. Get back to you when we get in the woods. See ya. Pretty foggy morning out here. Pretty chilly for this morning. I didn't realize it was going to be as cold as it is. It's actually 55. A lot cooler than I thought it'd be. But yep, as you can see, it's pretty foggy. So hopefully that'll make it a good morning. So we're gonna go find out here in a minute. I haven't seen any deer or anything moving, but I never really do on these roads. This road here, I'll see deer sometimes, but the main road coming in, I never see deer when I drive out here to go hunting in the morning. So it's kind of a weird area. Deer just stay tight to the swamp, I guess, or whatever. But I'm almost there. So get in the woods here soon and go see what's going on. So I'll get to y'all when I get out there in the woods. This is where the pavement turns to dirt right here. Yeah, buddy. Alright, y'all. I'll get to y'all when I get back out there in the woods. See you then. Later. You hear them owls going crazy? Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, let me get my stuff ready. Head out. Alright, y'all. See ya. Alright, y'all. I made it out here. I got to this one area, and I haven't been out here in a few years, so I'm not sure what happened, but it's real thick right here, and I can't see to get to it. And I about walked up on a bunch of damn hogs that about ran me over when I got up in this thick stuff, so I'm kind of chill out here until it gets a little bit lighter where I can see. I don't want to get mauled by hogs out here. Coming out here, there was so much hog sign, even though it's dark. I was walking through all kinds of rutting and rooting, and they tore this property up, so there's definitely plenty of hogs still out here. See that owl right there? Chilling. Silhouette of an owl in a big old oak tree with Spanish moss on it. Don't get no prettier sunrise out here on the river. Beautiful out here. Like I said, I'm gonna let it get a little more light. Try to fight through and get over here on the edge of this swamp. See if I can get in there on a tree. I'm gonna go over here in a minute when it gets a little bit more light. Like I said, I don't want to get whacked by these hogs. There's all kinds of brush and stuff for them to hide in here. And I can tell they ain't too far from where they've been rooting at. They've probably just been laid up in here just right, and they go eat, and then they come back and lay up in this thick stuff. But yeah, I don't want to find one that way. Wait till it gets a little lighter. I haven't been in here for a while. There used to be a trail that ran up this fence line over here, but I can't find the trail anymore, so I don't know which way I need to go, but anyways, I'm gonna go back down here to that end and see if I can find me a tree to climb. So I'll get back to y'all here soon. Let me get out here and try to find a place to hunt. I want to get up in the tree before it gets light, but It's going to be hard to do because where I wanted to go is not too much further from here, but I can't get to it, so let me try to backpedal around and figure out what I need to do. So I'll get back to y'all. Another gorgeous sunrise out here in Florida. We ain't in South Florida today. We're up here in Central Florida, but just as pretty. Florida's Florida, so it's pretty out here. So, alright, mosquitoes are tearing me up. Let me go over and try to find a place to put my tree stand. Later. Good morning, y'all. I'm hunting on the edge of an outfitter. Those are all the hog dogs over there. They got pinned up. I think a hog or a deer must have walked out in that field by them or something because they're going crazy. I got to my spot this morning. I couldn't really get to where I wanted to go. I haven't been here in a couple of years, so it was kind of tight where I wanted to go, and I couldn't really figure it out. And I almost got raped by a bunch of damn hogs getting in there because I was going through this thick stuff and jumped them. I think I almost stepped on one. I literally felt like him jump up under my feet, or her, or whatever. But yeah, I feel like there was at least 6, 7 hogs I walked on top of. But I'm in a good spot right here. There's all these little like willow kind of trees or whatever. I don't know what they're called, but I'll have to find out what the real name is. And they look like willows or something, but they're real high, as you can see. Them deer, they get up in that stuff and they can walk through that crap, and they never even have to come out on this little opening. It's like these fields, but I'm hoping I catch one slipping right over here to the right. Comes out, walks right up this edge into them willows over there across, and there's a bunch of oaks right here dropping acorns. I mean, there's a ton of hog sign. The hogs are going crazy up in here. I mean, I think there's more hog sign now than I've ever seen back when I used to live here 20 years ago. So the hogs have definitely, they still in here big time. But I got a couple of nice little bucks on my camera. So there's definitely some action going on. I haven't hunted out here, like I told y'all, probably about 5 or 6 years maybe. But it's always been a good spot. There's some big bucks out here. They're just not stupid. Just like the rest of the big bucks that run around in the woods. But that's all I got for y'all right now. I'm hoping that sun walks out this morning. It's a beautiful morning for it. I really wish I was sitting up in my tree. But I'm on the ground right here, so I'm hoping this is just as good. There's not a lot of trees out here in this area. Like, it's a lot of big oaks. As you can see in front of me, like big oaks. You can't really get in those. I mean, you could probably put a hanging stand up in there, but it's hard to get a climber like I got with me up in there. And there's not a lot of trees, even these ones behind me, these big oaks. So, anyway, I'll get back to y'all if I see anything. And hopefully something walks out here soon. So I'll get back to y'all here in a bit. Wish me luck. Later.
All right, y'all. So I hunted last night and this morning. Last night we had a little action. We saw a couple does and had some small buck come in right at dark. And that was about it right at dark. And then this morning it was pretty quiet. It was beautiful out this morning, but it was pretty quiet out. Didn't see any deer. Walked out this morning before daylight and almost got mauled by a pack of hogs. There's a ton of hogs out here. There's hog sign everywhere. So, but I didn't see any hogs this morning or nothing. I'm thinking about hunting this evening, but just in case I don't hunt this evening, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the farewell. But this was a quick little video. Hung out with my daughter, came up here to hang out with my mama. She lives up here in Avon Park, and we're hunting over here on the Kissimmee River. If you know where I'm at, you know where I'm at. But it ain't no secret here. This place has always been a pretty good hunting spot, and there's always been some big deer up here, some big bucks, and a couple of the biggest bucks I've ever shot have been right here by my truck. I mean, my truck's parked right here. This is the gate. And I've shot a lot of deer right here, so I'm not gonna tell y'all where, but I've shot a lot of deer right here. Walking distance in my truck. It's pretty close. So with that said, I'm gonna get out of here, go grab me some lunch or some early breakfast. And Thanksgiving's next week. I'll be off, I think, all week. I'm gonna take off, yeah, a lot. So I'll be back up here probably. Try to get back in the woods and hunt a little bit up here. I haven't hunted this year up here, but I kind of forgot how good it is up here. It's good. It's a good spot. There's plenty of game and plenty of trails and plenty of sign. There's deer tracks everywhere and hog tracks everywhere and rooting everywhere. So there's plenty of game in here still. Gets a bad rap because of the airboaters and stuff, but I mean, that's probably on the weekend. I've heard a couple airboats. We had one kind of run up close to us yesterday, but it wasn't like he ran over us or anything. And it's always been an airboating kind of place to hunt. So anyways, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. It's a week away, so if I don't get back on here and see y'all before then, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all. Again, thanks for watching, and we're going to keep on going here. Hopefully we can get some decent stuff on the videos. Hopefully we can get a little Georgia buck. We're going to try to go back up there and see if we can get a buck. There's been some decent ones showing up on our cameras up there, but got to work out the details and see what days we can all go and all that good stuff. But going to try to put together a little trip up here. They got some really cool cabins up here. I'm sure y'all heard of this place, or you haven't, but it's a pretty cool spot, and I'm trying to work out something where me and the boys, and maybe the girls too, can all come up here and hang out and get away for the weekend, or get away for a couple days during the week, during maybe the holiday break, to see what's going on. But it is beautiful up in this area. It's just absolutely gorgeous, as you can see here. Dirt roads, big oaks, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful land out here. So anyways, with that said, I'm gonna get on out of here, go back to the barn, park the truck, and try to find me something to eat. So till next time, I'll see y'all somewhere. I'm gonna try to get out fishing when I get back too, so it's been long overdue. But anyways, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous day, and it was a beautiful morning in the woods, and thank you, Lord, for letting me get out here and enjoy what you've created for us. So all right, y'all, I'm gonna head back, try to maybe get out this evening again. We'll see. If I do, I'll take y'all with me like always, but if not, we'll see you next time. Later. Good morning, y'all. Got Mama Snooky J here with me, going fishing with us. Make me a little video. My mom's over here wondering what the hell I'm doing right now, but I got a YouTube page and she's part of it. She don't even know it. So we're getting ready to go fishing. It is a couple days before Thanksgiving, and what better way to spend this time than going out on the water. It's kind of like tradition for us. I mean, we used to do a lot more of it, but we're doing it now, so it's all that really matters. And my phone's about to die. Ain't that great?
Oh no.
But anyways, I'm gonna drop the boat here. We're here at Pelican Harbor boat ramp, and there ain't nobody here, which is crazy. I thought the place was closed by looking at how many trucks are in here. I'm like, I've never seen trucks. We're in Miami, y'all, Miami, at the boat ramp.
Oh my God.
There's only 2 trucks here. Like, that's almost unheard of. I feel like there's something weird going on. Like, we shouldn't even be dropping the boat. But anyway, that's our view. City of Miami down there in the distance. I'm gonna charge my phone while we ride the boat out, and I will get back to y'all when we get into some fish, hopefully. So that's gonna be the plan. So let me drop the boat, and we'll see what happens. So we'll see you out on the rip, as they call it. We're gonna get out in the ocean and see if we can find something to fish on. So we'll see y'all here in a bit. Later. All right, y'all. Me and my mom, we made it out here. It's a beautiful morning here. Heading out of the Haulover Inlet here in a minute.
I know y'all watch all the crazy YouTube videos of Haulover being like 10 foot and all that, but today it looks pretty calm, so we're happy for that. Beautiful morning out here in South Florida, y'all. A couple days before Thanksgiving, and we're very thankful for everything we do have. We ain't got everything we need. We got pretty much all we need, though. We're healthy. Everybody's healthy. And, you know, we could use a little more money, Lord, but that's all right. It's all right. If we don't, that's fine, too. We're survivors, but it's all good. But, yeah, like I was telling my mom this morning, all these quad and triple engine boats, we have the same view as them, so that's all that really matters. We just get out here and do the same thing and hopefully put some fish in the boat, and hopefully we can bring some fish home today, maybe. I mean, we're not like crazy fish killers or anything over here, but we like eating fresh fish, so we'll see how it goes. Got the bait here, ready to rock. Turn my live well pump on, keep them lively. Shit out of here. Let me get that out of there. All right, y'all. I'll get back to y'all when we get out here and get everything all set up. Hopefully, you'll be hearing the drags burning. So that's the plan. All right, we'll see y'all here soon. Beautiful day out here, y'all. Wish y'all were with me. All right, see you. Oops. Yeah, that was gonna be a rough one. Alright, y'all, well, I should be videoing us fishing right now and catching fish and sitting out on the rip like I was talking all that crap earlier, but the idiot I am, I never use my boat. As you've been seeing, I've been hunting religiously. My boat's been put on the back burner. Well, I almost killed me and my mom today. We went out, we got out in about 200 feet of water. My live well pump was pumping crazy, dumping a bunch of water. It was a little bit rough out there, so the live well was dumping into the boat. And little did I know, my bilge pump was not working. So I looked down at the back of the boat when we stopped to do our first drift, and the boat was full of water. Like, we were literally controlled sinking. I ain't gonna lie, like controlled sinking. My mom's still over here flipping out because she knows, look, I am my mom's son. She raised me. She knows I'm an idiot. That's what the best part of this is about. She knows that there's always going to be an adventure if she goes out with me. We don't really want those type of adventures, but that's what we got today. We almost sank my boat. In the middle of me calling, I mean, I work out here on the water. Y'all know that. Y'all see my post. I work on the water. I'm an officer out here. I know everybody. Obviously been doing it for 20-something plus years. I know all the towboat guys. I called my buddy, told him what was going on. We brought the boat into the sandbar. That way, if we did sink, we'd sink in 2 foot of water instead of 300 feet of water. But we made it into the sandbar. We're sitting there waiting for the towboat guy to come. And about 10 to 15 minutes into us sitting, I have the bilge pump switch on. You can see the lights on, all that good stuff. It's supposed to be working. And like I said, 15 minutes into us sitting there, I hear water start pumping. Well, the bilge pump started working. And it pumped all that water that was in the boat out of there in about 10-15 minutes of us sitting there and letting it clear. So now we are clear, I hope. I mean, I feel like we are. I feel like we're high on the water now, like we're floating. I feel like we're not sinking anymore, which is good. So with that said, we're gonna try it again. I gotta go get some ice. Huh? Is it pumping? Oh, okay, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be though. There ain't no water in there. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Well, there's no water coming in here enough to sink it like it was. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna try this again. I know I wish I could have videoed all the excitement of us actually almost sinking, but that was probably not a wise thing to do, is me have my phone out trying to video me and my mom freaking out, figuring out what we were gonna do in the middle of all that.
And my mom has no clue of what to do. I mean, she grew up on boats. I mean, or at least a long time. We've had boats, we've owned big boats, whatever. But my mom just drove them, you know, and we went out and enjoyed them. She wasn't like the mechanic person in the bottom of it figuring everything out. So that was usually me and my dad, the ones who were trying to figure it out. And we're dumbasses too, so we really never knew exactly what to do. But 25 years in the industry, I have a little bit more know-how than most. I knew we needed to get this boat to the sandbar. That way, if we did sink, we'd sink in 2 foot, like I said, instead of 300. But seems like we got out of it all. We're gonna go grab a couple bags of ice and try again. So hopefully you will see us out in the ocean fishing next time I put this video on. So all right, let me let y'all go and let me pull in here and grab some shit, and hopefully we'll be out there.
Taking borrowed dog, don't call me being around. She's burned up that highway, I'm burned down this slow. I wish she'd turn back.
All right, y'all, we safely made it. I think we're good. Village pump's still working. Everything seems to be working good. I apologize for these shades. I ain't gonna lie, I look like a douchebag with these shades on. I left my good shades in my buddy's truck when we went hunting in Georgia last time, and now I'm wearing these things and I look like some kind of Miami kook, I'm sure. But anyway, sorry about the shades. I just can't sit out here without them. Yeah, we're fishing. Look, we got a flat line over here, got a flat line over here, and got one deep bait down. So kind of doing it simple today. Haven't fished in a while, just trying to see if I can still fish. Obviously I can almost sink the boat, so I don't know, that's a bad start, but hopefully we can catch a kingfish or a sailfish or tuna. We're not really dolphin fishing, but you never know. Last time I did this, we actually caught a pretty decent dolphin, so you never know. Ain't no fences out here, that's for sure. These fish go where they want, so we'll see what happens. And if we get a fish on the line and if drag starts peeling, I'll be showing y'all what's going on. I'll have my mom film it, or I'll be filming her fishing, or she'll be filming me, whatever, but one of the two. So not exactly that flat out here, you can't really tell. I mean, it ain't 6 foot, but it's probably like a solid 2 to 3. I mean, definitely ain't flat. It's got a little chop on the water here, but anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Miami, as you guys can see, looking down the coastline there towards South Beach. That's down there at pretty much the end of the tip of that last building, South Beach down there. We're sitting off a Haulover here. All of them buildings in front of us are Sunny Isles. Looking to the north, looking back toward Broward and Palm Beach up that way. But yeah, man, it's nice to finally get back on the water. I've been in the woods a lot, but I do miss this sort of. Just kind of started our morning off a little rough, but other than a rough start, we're out here, we made the best of it, and now we're fishing. Hopefully we catch a fish. But I've left out a huge part of me being a retard again. I get out here, 200 feet of water, realize I forgot my tackle box. So I'm literally fishing with everything that's been left on this boat. I only have about 4 hooks, too small, like literally, like, they're not even like 1 ounce weights. So I can't even put my baits on the bottom like I normally want to. It's just one of them days is all I can tell you. But you know what? We're making the best of it. That's all I can tell you. We're making the best of it. We're out here. It's beautiful. The weather's perfect. And if we actually catch a fish, I feel like it will be a miracle, in all honesty. But just because we're fishing with like bare minimum here, I don't even think I have a gaff on this boat. Well, now that I'm looking at it, I don't even know where my gaff is, which is just, again, unbelievable. And we're going to have to, it's totally unprepared. Don't be me. Don't do it like this. This will hopefully, I don't know if I can't say this will be the last time I do something stupid like this, because I just tend to always do stupid shit. And like I said, my mom's over here agreeing with me because she raised me.
Yeah.
She raised me. She knows I'm gonna do dumb shit. But
That's what happens.
bottom line is, we're out here having a good time. Mom's in town. It's nice to be sitting right here. Even if we don't catch a fish, I feel like it's just like hunting. It's a bonus.
Yeah.
When you're in the woods, you're out here in the water. It's just gorgeous out here, you guys.
Yeah.
And there's not too many places that I'd rather be than right here, especially with my mama. So we're here enjoying our time a little bit. I don't even know how deep we are because my depth finder's broke. Everything on this boat is broke. So we're gonna try to get it back up and running. The hunting season's been taking its toll on my poor boat. She's getting no love. Old Bessie's getting no love over here, but gonna try to change that up a little bit. So I'll get back to y'all here soon. Hopefully we catch some fish. That's it. Later. All right, y'all. Coming into Haulover Inlet. Fish gods beat us. Fish beat us. And my mom's seasick, so we really lost. Because we were trying to kill my mom. First I almost sank the boat. Then I got her seasick, so I'm really trying to kill her. Coming into Haulover.